Chances were coming thick and fast, and that little back pass from Kopelang almost had Morake at 6s and 7s. However, it wasn't long before this ball was played across the face of goal, and another opportunity beckoned. However, Murwira knocked it over the bar.
Zimbabwe were piling more pressure, but that back pass from Kopelang nearly caused some trouble for Morake. He managed to clear it at the nick of time.
Then one of the moments of the game with Emmanuel Jalai finding space out wide on the right-hand side. Little ping across the area, went behind Macaulay, but perfectly positioned for Mongameli, who scores on debut. And Zimbabwe opened their account halfway into the match. Halfway into the first half, I beg your pardon.
Great cutback from Leroy to find Mongameli in the center of the post and eventually getting that open.
Leroy himself was going to be a contributor to the next goal, and it bounced off Nico Babutsi past Ezekiel Morake 10 minutes after the goal from Mongameli. 2-0 Zimbabwe.
They were crumbling under pressure and eventually solved by conceding an own goal, but great work from Leroy Acton has been a menace in the Botswana defense and eventually finding the tailway to the second goal.
There were opportunities for Botswana, but few and far between, and advantage played here by referee Chanti Kasongo from Zambia, but a turnover ball in the middle of the park and a real piece of beauty from Bonnie Macaulay. Took on the captain Kopelang, dropped the shoulder on the left-hand side, not only once but twice, threaded the eye of the needle, found Antonio Leroy at the far post, stayed on side, converted the opportunity, Zimbabwe 3-0.
It was a great ball played across the gate, and then with Leroy being on the edge of that pole, managed to find and increase the lead for Zimbabwe. Hadebe was caught for pace, and from Kaku, there was that incident. That was a break attack at his back. Yes, indeed. It was within that lunging tackle that he was caught for pace and not winning the ball, but winning the man. And eventually the penalty was given.
Yeah, it's crazy football. Opportunity for Eric Ukame to score his first international goal. Man based in Morocco with Maloudia. 4th international appearance. Can he beat Elvis Chipezeze? 20 minutes played in the second half. Referee watching for encroachment. Chipezeze saves! Rebound! Knocked wide by Sakana Botsile.
A corner.
Not to be. But this is a bit of a wake-up call for Zimbabwe at no cost. And they can breathe a sigh of relief on another stage, on another competition at a different level. Could have been a different result. It's not.
It's the anticipation from the crowd. Poor penalty from Okame as he went straight into his well. Had he did a nice curl on the left side of Chipezeze, could have been a different story. So that lethargic approach
as well from Emmanuel Jalai. There was a strong challenge in the middle of the park that led to the only yellow card of the match for Ricky Ratlocho. Yeah, foot up by a country mile on the captain, Marvelous Makamba of Zimbabwe. Ramochai, I thought, was absolutely brilliant. Lovely little slider ball through into the penalty area. Get it to Takwara on Tayatswala. And show me your number. John Takwara having the upper hand against the substitute striker.
Botswana created enough chances, but they lacked the conviction with the resolute defending from Takwara and company to deny Botswana that only solitary goal.
Nice to see a little get-together then from Morena Ramaraboli, and it's going to be fascinating to see the performance from Botswana when they play on Tuesday afternoon. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. Well, finally, shots on target from Botswana, and 4 out of 7 is not a bad return. To be honest, it's more than 50%. Only 33% shots on target for goal attempts for Zimbabwe. And Botswana overall, because of their second half performance, a better possession.